Hey there, everypony, this is PotterBrony, and welcome to another blind reaction of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. This time we have Season 9, Episode number 21. Okay, no idea what's going to be going on in this one. Looking forward to seeing what they got in store for us here. As always, be sure to support the official release, and let's get it started. Alrighty. In 3, 2, 1... and go. Hey Fluttershy, visiting Rainbow. Awesome house.
Oh, I just stopped by to thank you for letting me borrow your Daring Do books. I love them.
You let the Daring books outside of your,
This is actually my second time through. I read them all, from Daring Do and the Sapphire Statue to
got another Daring Do fan. Nice.
Fallen Idol? That's not.
Are we going to see Daring Do in this episode?
It just came out last week. Maybe that's why you haven't heard of it?
How did...
No way! Daring Do's biggest fan, me, would miss a book coming out. Besides, AK Yearling always sends me a copy.
Well, I'm happy to let you borrow mine until yours arrives.
The true story of the thieving fraud known as Daring Do? What? Why would AK Yearling write that about herself?
Oh, it looks like she didn't. This book says it's by Groom QQ Martingale.
Who?
Well, I guess he's a new writer.
A bad one? The only thing
Is
worse
that
than Daring Do's
reference to
description of
George
pimples
R.R.
is
Martin?
cruelty to the mild-mannered Dr. Caballeron?
It was written from his point of view.
It was written by Dr. Caballeron, wasn't it?
Or like a disaster? Listen, Daring Do isn't just a fictional character from over-the-top adventure stories. I've met her, and she is a real live pony. That's supposed to be a secret. We are the
It's
only ones
supposed
who
to be
know
a secret,
Daring Do
but
is really
you
a
published it
demon in
too.
disguise. But if other ponies
Yeah.
how long will it take them to figure that out? We have to go warn her.
And your book is a best freaking seller.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Jonesy.
So what are you, a triple agent?
Nah, I just lied about being a double.
Hey, get your
And we're back.
books at the bookstore today. We can warn her about what's going on.
Don't you think you should read Martingale's book first? Just to hear both sides of the story?
Why? The only true thing in that
Daring
pack of
Doubt.
lies is that Daring Do is real.
There's also a lot of insight into Dr. Caballeron's life choices. Did you know he's actually a history professor and amateur bird watcher?
Are you serious right now? A random writer
Yeah.
trashes our friend and exposes her secret, and you want to talk about birds?
Also spider cruelty.
What?
You have to admit, Daring Do wrecks a lot of spider webs in her adventures.
In order to save
Yeah,
precious
Fluttershy. I can
artifacts
see
from the
what
bad
Fluttershy's
guys,
point of
who
view
seem to have
based
forgotten
on
is
her
Dr. Caballeron.
personality.
Are you sure you read the same series I did? Well, at least AK Yearling's true fans know Martingale's book is bogus.
I'm not sure those are all fans.
Why didn't your book say Daring Do is real? This changes everything.
And why do you only write about her good side? Is she bribing you?
On page 531, it says Daring Do kicks
None of you figured it out.
Does?
What? No! Look, are any of you here for my actual book signing?
No.
Frankly, I don't even know how you could call it fiction if it's all real. You're as much of a fake as Daring Do.
I guess we're a little late to warn you about the new book, huh?
I always feared that someday every pony would learn Daring Do was real.
But why? Aren't you proud of your adventures?
Of course, but I'm not in it for the fame. The stories just seem too good to keep to myself. I wish I knew who this
Plus-
Martingale author was, and why he's determined to ruin my character.
I would think that your stories bankroll your adventures.
No way! He's doing a signing across the street?
You'd better go without me. I can't risk the chance Martingale might recognize me as Daring Do.
Well, none of your fans did.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, push right through.
That's not Martingale. It's Dr. lies. Now it all makes sense. Daring
Yeah, that's about what I thought would
created
happen.
a fake author self so he can write books that make him sound like a hero. Who does that? This is totally different. Well. Up to your old tricks again, huh? Just like in Somnambula, spreading lies to make Daring Do look bad.
Would you sign our book?
I am just a simple author, telling it like it is.
Yeah.
Who should I make it out to?
Fluttershy with 2 T's.
We know who you really are. And unless you
Oh,
want us to tell
poor
all of
Fluttershy.
them, you'd better answer some questions.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for today. But please, take a free copy of my book on your way out.
I would assume they already have copies, but whatever.
We aren't gonna let you get away with this, Caballeron.
Get away with what? I'm merely telling my side of the story.
You mean lying?
You think everything in A.K. Yearling's books are true? Daring Do and the Quetzal's Crest, she states that the fangthorn flowers are red. In fact, they are blue.
It's true. They are.
That sounds like more of an editor's mistake.
Still, if that is wrong, is it not possible that other bigger things are too? Take a look, it's in my book.
But I don't have to take your word for it. Come on, Fluttershy.
Something wrong?
It is terrible being misunderstood. It is true, in the past I have not been as nice to Daring Do as I should, but I have my reasons.
Want to talk about
I know
that?
Fluttershy's gullible,
My
but
team and I were only ever interested in researching artifacts and taking them to our museum where other ponies could study them.
and money, lots and lots of money.
But Daring Do always seemed to get there first with her own plans. I offered to team up with her, but she refused. She had her own ideas of where the treasures belong.
Daring Do did have a lot of artifacts on her shelves at home, but didn't you try to sell them to the highest bidder?
Only because I had to. Since Daring Do kept taking our artifacts, our museum closed. We were desperate for money to keep it open.
She does destroy a lot of ancient sites, not to mention the homes of the animals that live there.
And I felt it was my duty to tell the world. Thank you for listening and understanding, Ms.
Fluttershy, 2 T's.
And I am Dr. Caballero. Martingale is merely a nom de plume to build my brand.
Naturally.
You know, my team could use an insightful Pegasus like you, Fluttershy. Have you ever thought of being an adventurer?
Who, me?
This is gonna backfire.
Finally! What took you so long?
I decided to find out which author is really telling the truth, so I joined Dr. C's Tenochtitlan expedition.
Say what?
Yeah. This is pretty gullible, Fluttershy, but I can't tell.
That was one time! Accidentally!
Hey, Kay, you have to help me!
Holy crap! It actually
Martingale
happened.
is really Dr. Caballeron, and he has Fluttershy! The book thing was his new plan to ruin Daring Do's reputation. And he's trying to make my friend a criminal! They're off to Tenochtitlan right now!
He must be after the truth talisman of Tonatiuh. It requires the wings of a Pegasus to retrieve it.
That's gotta be why Caballeron tricked Fluttershy into joining his gang!
It's up to us to stop him.
Whoa.
Yeah. Now, shh. Of course, everyone thinks she's real now, anyway.
Watch where you put your hooves, every pony. We do not want to disturb the fragile jungle ecosystem.
Oh, that's so thoughtful.
Yes, unlike
Yeah.
Daring Do, slashes plants aside with a cruel machete.
Thank you.
Fool! Don't you know that's poison? I don't want you to get hurt, my friend.
But I'm hungry.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I
it's
can
poisonous.
Here.
You are willing to share?
Of course. That's part of the fun of having an adventure with friends.
Holy crap, is she gonna change them? Oh, guess who's back?
Fluttershy, run! These ferocious beasts want to eat us for dinner!
That's a common misconception. Have you ever tried just talking to them?
That's crazy!
Yeah, but they work for Awizodal.
She's a goner.
I can't watch.
We're very sorry for coming into your territory. We're just passing through.
How did you do that?
Every creature likes to be listened to. You just need to take the time to understand them.
You are more talented than I realized.
Thanks. I'm having the best time with you all.
Fluttershy must be having the worst time with Caballero's boots.
We need to catch up to them before they reach the truth talisman.
Why? What's so special about it?
It has the power to make the pony holding it tell the truth. But Caballero only wants it because it's made of solid gold. He'll melt it down and use it to get rich.
So if this talisman is so important, why didn't you already save it? You said only a Pegasus can get it, right?
Yes, but the temple traps are far too dangerous to face without a map. And maybe even with one.
So who's going to be telling the truth?
Boss, how about we take
Because I can see
How about you be
from
quiet?
his point of view,
I mean, no thank you, Biff.
and he's definitely doing it, Biff. Dude's name is
I'm
Biff.
supposed to be Dr. C's second in command. He never listens to me.
Well, keep trying. I believe in you.
At last.
I think it's going to be that they both sides have points, but
Highest point. And our path will be revealed.
Withers, don't move.
is it, flighters, I think they're called.
There they are! We can catch them before they enter the temple. Get back, Rainbow Dash! It's Awizodal.
Yep.
Daring Do, my old nemesis. You may have outsmarted my jungle cats, but you cannot escape me!
We didn't see any cats. We're just here to rescue Fluttershy.
It must be a coincidence that only a Pegasus can retrieve Donatello's treasure. And there are 2 of you here.
Well, there's 3 of them. Alright, highest peak, no shadows.
Quickly, before the sun moves and it closes.
Holy crap, it's the staircase from the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. You have to grab that.
That was cutting it close.
And without a map, we'll have to guess which way to go.
You just knocked down the spiderweb.
I knew the truth talisman could not be moved by magic, but I never realized we'd have to fly to retrieve it. Our journey has been for nothing.
Don't be upset. I can get it.
Oh, Fluttershy, you are too kind. But I could never ask that of you. It might be dangerous.
I wanted to.
Yeah, you are a bad actor,
My
sir.
new friends, and to protect a historical treasure.
Give me a hope here!
Yeah, now they're actually going to try to help her because she was kind to them. And the fact that she's got the talisman. But I'd like to think it's because she's been kind to them.
You're safe.
At least a little bit.
Thanks, every pony.
Give us the talisman, Cabaleron.
We're not taking no for an answer.
Wait! You don't understand. My friends are researchers. They only want to study the talisman and keep it safe in a museum. Right, Dr. C?
No.
Yeah, there it is.
So now that he's holding Tonatiuh's talisman, he has to tell the truth.
Admit it, Cabaleron. You're only pretending to like Fluttershy because she has the wings you needed to steal the truth talisman. Isn't that right?
No! I admit that was the original reason, but my hench ponies and I have come to value your friendship and kindness.
Didn't see that coming.
Yep.
Or that!
How could you not see that coming?
And you dare
You met him right outside.
Use talisman? Guardian Goils, attack!
No. Gargoyles. Nice. Alright.
Fluttershy! Can't you ask them to stop like the jungle cats?
Excuse me?
I
Gargoyles?
doubt very much it will work on these.
They're only stone and magic, not alive. I encountered some like this in Maripor.
Ah, yes. I seem to recall similar creations in Flight Ladesh.
Oh, how do you get rid of them?
Yeah. Now we know what they are.
I know they
How do
don't
you run
have
it exactly?
light.
There's none of that in here.
Not yet. Cabaleron, do you still have the diamond of Lapis Lux?
Yes, I mean... Yes, I mean...
Why don't you take that thing off?
How did you know I stole it?
Look at this. Hold it high.
Yeah, brother, they returned back to stone.
Great team.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Feel later. Now it's time to escape.
If we want to get out of here, we're all gonna have to work together.
That's actually a good idea.
See? Told you he'd listen.
A truce until we escape? How can we trust you?
I cannot lie. Now, all together!
As long as you're wearing that thing, yes.
You If I wanted to play games, I could get out.
So what's Daring Do got to say for herself?
This way! Rainbow Dash!
I'm gonna need the deluxe spa package after this adventure. That doesn't leave this temple.
Wait, what's the deluxe ball package?
That's it! I'm quitting the hench pony business to finally follow my dreams of becoming an opera star. Maybe you should hold this.
You cannot hide in there forever! It's a dead end!
Awizoto won't give up until he catches us.
I think our problem is the solution.
Did you forget there's a monster out there that wants to crush us?
Yeah, but he's alive.
No pony ever asked Awizoto what his side of the story is. He must have a reason for being so upset.
Or maybe he's just a bad guy. Do I need to remind you he tried to squash Daring Do like 100 times?
Me as well. I was so scared I had to change my ascot. Yes, curse this truth teller!
Understanding begins with listening.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Not really. Just here to ask, why are you chasing us, Mr. Awizoto?
Well, the thing is, I'm in charge of protecting this jungle. If another artifact goes missing on my watch, I'm going to be in so much trouble with the other guardian creatures.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, it doesn't explain why he was trying to destroy
so many relics from my land. My
a bunch of lives
dying.
before with the rings and the unrelenting heat.
I am a little
800 years of it.
violent and ferocious. Can you blame me?
The only reason I've been taking the artifacts is because I thought I was protecting them.
I was stealing them to get rich. But I never realized you had a noble cause. I thought you were just being a monster.
I get that a lot.
Maybe there is something to this whole listening to every pony thing.
It doesn't always mean they're telling the truth, but every creature deserves kindness.
True. And because you returned the talisman and took the time to understand me, I will let you all go. On one condition. You swear to never steal artifacts from the Tenochtitlan Basin again.
I promise. I'll even write that in my next book.
Your next book? You mean you're actually A.K. Yearling?
Don't tell any pony.
That gives me an idea.
Hey, what's going on? I thought your first co-written novel would bring out a ton of fans.
We've been upstaged by a new author.
And so the noble comes open bravely all day and night to protect the jungle's precious artifacts.
Alright, so it's kind of like how I thought. They, both sides, or all sides, would have a point to it. Their point of views were valid. But yeah, Caballeron was definitely just doing it just to smear Daring Do. And he definitely was going to use Fluttershy, but Fluttershy's kindness, of course, that's Fluttershy. You can't help but like her. Especially when she's going out of her way to be kind to you and hear your side of the story. Yeah. Interesting how much people can change when introduced to the right thing, to the right people or the right circumstances. The thing with Aoizotl, though, yeah, it doesn't explain why he would be stealing the artifacts and using them to bring upon 8 centuries of sweltering, unrelenting heat. Maybe that's how the jungle is supposed to be. Yeah, it doesn't say fire, it just says sweltering heat. Yeah, you know, maybe if you think about it, that's how the jungle is supposed to be. Those artifacts belong back in that thing to begin with. And he was trying to return it back to how it was. But yeah, when I heard that it was going to be truth telling, it's like, yeah, of course, each of them would have to tell their own truth. Daring Do was definitely doing everything for altruistic purposes. But, unfortunately, as we've seen in previous episodes, sometimes there is collateral damage when she does her thing. Which she's, you know, since then been repairing. And she says she doesn't do it for the fame. That's why she hides who she is. But she gets famous anyway. And yeah, I still also like to think that her book selling bankrolls her adventures. It does take money to do all this stuff. Well, it was a fun episode, and I definitely enjoyed it. It wraps up the storyline of Daring Do and everything there, and that's what this season so far has been. Or should be. It is finishing up storylines and giving answers to certain things that have happened. As you well know, there have been episodes about that. School's parents, and other stuff like that. Yeah. It was just a nice final Daring Do chapter. So, it was good to see her again, good to see all that stuff again. I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. And I want to thank you all for watching. And until next time, take care.